We are approaching the end of the bear market and we are starting a new bull market. And in the bull market, prices of tokens in cryptocurrencies usually goes pretty crazy, I would say. And in the last bull run, that's what happened to Cardano. There was significant price increase. And in the last bull run, we didn't even add smart contracts. But now we do. And besides having smart contracts, we have some pretty exciting and amazing companies and technologies building on Cardano, from DeFi to RealFi. The Cardano ecosystem, I would say, is very vibrant and full of early stage companies with huge potential. In this video, I'll tell you about the top 5 projects, at least in my opinion, for the next bull run, projects that I believe have very high potential to see incredible gains in the next bull run, and maybe even in the long run, I would say. First, let me start with a quick disclaimer. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I'll just be sharing with you some of the most interesting projects I've seen on Cardano, projects that I believe have a huge potential for this next bull run in terms of price appreciation. It is not for you to invest in them. It's at most for you to know about them and do your own research and decide whatever you want to do with them. The projects in this video are also not in any specific order. You know, it was already pretty hard to select only 5 projects, so I'm just glad to have only 5 projects, and I couldn't order them, as you can imagine. But let's start, and the first project in the list is Singularity Net. Singularity Net can benefit a lot from the narrative around AI. AI is probably going to be one of the next big narratives in terms of investing, and blockchain AI projects can benefit a lot. You know, Singularity Net is solving a huge problem that happens nowadays with companies developing AI. Because, for example, now you have OpenAI developing AI, which is a private company, and they are developing it in a closed way. They are the ones controlling the information that is fed to the AI. They are the ones creating the code, creating everything that will develop this AI. And at the end of the day, these companies can use the knowledge they have, the work they are doing to create an AI that benefits them specifically and gives them competitive advantage compared to all the other people in the world. And that's a huge problem, because it means AI will serve a few and not the majority. It won't bring benefits to most of the community, most of the world. And Singularity Net is solving this problem using blockchain to incentivize the open source development of AI projects. You know, they have a very interesting marketplace for people to put their AIs there and to sell their services. And from that marketplace and those services and all the learnings and interactions with common people, they'll be developing these artificial AI intelligences, growing them, growing their skills, and then even combining them into artificial general intelligence. You know, what is interesting about this project is the quantity of brilliant minds they have on the team, the quantity of progress as well, and the things they are trying to do, which are very ambitious. But of course, if you want to learn more about this project, I've done a video on Singularity Net, and you can check it here at the top. Before moving on to the next project, you know, if you could like this video, give your support and share it with anyone you think might enjoy it, that would be awesome. It really helps me as a content creator. But now let's go to the second project on our radar, that is Cornucopias. You know, Cornucopias are building an incredible MMORPG game on Cardano. In fact, they want to be multi-chain, and with this game, they are basically leveraging the NFT technology. You'll probably have here in the screen some images of the quality of the game they are developing. You know, that's really cool. The team is super transparent. They do a copy cafe on YouTube, sharing the progress almost every week. And besides that, they are showing a little bit of our work, both in events and here with these images. And they are also doing testing right now with some part of the community. Right now, I think they are doing testing with the OGs in their Discord and some of their NFT holders, but up to a certain level of rarity, but they are progressively opening the testing to more people, and I think that's really interesting to see how far ahead the game is. They started with developing a racing game, not just racing, but a whole environment related with racing that will be part of the world they are creating in their game. And they also have a mining game they have developed recently, and basically they are doing this kind of approach of creating mini games inside the whole game, and then combining everything together into the bigger world, I would say. And that's the thing, is like they're taking an approach where they are building all of this with the community, and their game really has some awesome quality, I would say. It's a AAA game, and a game that could in fact attract a lot of people, a lot of gamers, into start using cryptocurrency. And if they do that, the appreciation of the price of the copy token and of the NFTs can be significant. I also have a video here for you at the top, diving deeper into what is Cornucopias if you want to learn more about them. Another thing you should consider is if you like videos about Cardano, about decentralized cryptocurrencies and decentralized ecosystems, you should definitely subscribe to this channel. We are not perfect, but we try to do our best, and we try to keep on always improving to deliver on content. So any feedback you want to give, please give it, be honest, don't worry. The next project on this list is World Mobile. World Mobile is a project that is looking to solve a real world problem. They are trying to connect the billions of people, yes, you heard it right, billions of people all throughout the world that have no proper access to the internet, or even no access at all to the internet. And to do that, they are leveraging the blockchain to try to decentralize hardware, and at the same time leverage the blockchain to be able to decentralize the benefits, to pay people for transparency, and to incentivize participants to be a part of this network of hardware. And hopefully that will be enough to create a great coverage. This project has had some very interesting traction, I would say. They already have their technology working in places like Mozambique, United States, Pakistan, and Zanzibar, and they are looking to expand to more countries. And it's pretty awesome what they have achieved. You can see also here some of the metrics they have. And if you want to learn more about World Mobile, I've also done a video about World Mobile that's here at the top, and you should definitely check it out. In fact, I have a deep dive with 2 videos on the project. And then we have another very important category, that is Cardano DEXs. DEXs on Ethereum in the last bull run had a lot of hype and appreciation, I would say. We saw how they benefited from the DeFi summer. And I believe we can have something like that on Cardano, maybe to a smaller extent, considering that Cardano, it won't be as much of a novelty to have this DeFi summer in Cardano because it already happened in Ethereum. But I think still DEXs can benefit a lot from these, and VyFinance, it's in a great place to do that. And why? Because for one, they are a pretty innovative DEX, I would say. They are trying to leverage the Cardano architecture to create awesome things like the non-custodial staking, for example, and being able to trade your staked tokens, your staked liquidity. I think that's very interesting. But besides that, they have done some incredibly interesting innovations in terms of tokenomics. Okay, because if you think about it, this is a big problem in DEXs, because DEXs accrue so much value in transactions, in fees, but the tokenomics do not reflect this value most of the times, and they usually have pretty bad tokenomics, and the value from all these transactions is not captured by the token. So it's not captured by the users that are buying the token. And this is not a Cardano specific problem. This is a blockchain specific problem. And I think VyFi is solving that, first with a great tokenomics that was very carefully thought out. And then with the VyFi bar, where you can actually stake the token of the DEX there to get part of the revenues made by the protocol. So basically users with the token who stake the token will directly benefit from the fees and the adoption of the protocol. And at the same time, as the tokens are staked, they won't be sold, they won't cause sell pressure in the market, and the tokenomics will be much more healthier. Besides that, I think it's important to notice that most of the supply of the VyFi token is going to incentives to the community. And I think that's great, a great way to distribute liquidity over their pools across many years. And for the long run, I think that will bring a lot of value to VyFi. You can learn more about VyFi as well at the video here on top, so please check it out. And finally, the last project on this list, and it was hard to decide which project it should be, we have Book.io. Book.io is a project that is revolutionizing the entire book industry using blockchain. They are leveraging the NFT technology to create digital books that are stored on chain. These books, you have complete ownership over them. They cannot be censored, they cannot be destroyed, they'll be there forever. So they have a lot of advantages compared to regular books, and especially compared to ebooks, where you're not actually the owner, you're just buying a license to read the book in the platform. With Book.io books, you can read your books everywhere, anytime you want. You can also sell the book and get some of the money back if you're done with it. You can rent the book and get some money for that, or just lend the book to your friends if you want to. But more than that, they're also creating other very interesting incentives, like the read to earn program, where people are paid book tokens for reading, and at the same time the authors get valuable metrics in terms of the reading habits of the users. Book.io are very attractive because they can attract both authors and readers. For authors and publishers, they provide good percentages in terms of initial sales, but they also give secondary market royalties forever in perpetuity, and very relevant metrics for the authors to improve their content, and other features as well to monetize the community with more exclusive content, exclusive access, while giving all the benefits of having a book that the readers really control. So certainly a project to check out, but of course, please do your own research, see their tokenomics, what you think about them. I think that's very important as well. I've also created a very interesting video diving deeper into Book.io that's here at the top, so please check it out once you have some time. But yeah, what do you think about the projects I mentioned? I'm curious to learn more about your opinion. What other projects do you think should be on this list and are not? Please drop them below here in the comments. Besides this, I'll tell you, this was very hard to select only a few projects. There were other amazing projects that could make it into this list, like Empower, for example, Indigo, MinSwap, Iagon, Nunet, Liquid Protocol, and so much more projects. It's amazing everything that's being built here on Cardano. But I had to make some choices to make this video, and here they are. So at least these projects here are great as well. But yeah, the thing that is important to take from this is, I think now it's a great time to start researching projects and see which ones you really believe in and think have the chance to be real winners in the future, in the next bull run, but even in the long run. But of course, as these are very early stage projects, maybe it's best to just prepare yourself for the next bull run. And that's a very important risk you should also consider. These early stage projects are more risky, they can go more easily to zero. So before investing in them, you need to really assess your level of risk tolerance, because it might not be ideal for you. Another thing to bear in mind is that right now we've seen some increases in price in the overall market, but we never know what's going to happen. We don't know if we're going to have a dip before the actual bull run, like it happened in the previous year in 2019. So please do bear attention to that, and don't just ape in. We might get better prices for some of these projects in the future. But hey, at the end of the day, it's not financial advice. You do whatever you want and whatever you feel like. Please remember that. And one of those projects that could definitely have entered this list but didn't was Empower. Empower is an amazing project that are leveraging cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology to provide loans in Africa for people to build houses. The level of impact they've been having there, as you can see by these metrics, is fantastic, I would say. They're a project that are truly having real world impact and real world revenue, which is something we cannot say of the majority of crypto projects. So if you want to learn more about Empower, you should definitely watch the video here at the end screen for you. So on my side, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here and for all your support. And I'll see you in the video about Empower.